What's this place I'm in? What's this new feeling? Is it just a dream? Is it make believe? One drink and I'm done. Call me when the sun rises from the ground. I'm lost and can't be found. Come on, follow me. Come on, don't you trust me? I know you want to, baby. Just keep a secret from me. Come on, follow me. Come on, don't you trust me? I know you want to, baby. Just keep a secret from me. Eyes wide open now, never coming down. See, you must admit it was all worth it. You feel it in your bones, and know you're not alone. Never been so high, never so alive. Come on, follow me. Come on, don't you trust me? I know you want to, baby. Just keep a secret for me. Come on, follow me.
Hello everyone.
Come on, don't you trust me?
We're not going to do the whole 10 minutes waiting thing, we're just going to go live now. Because we were delayed by my computer. I hope everyone's doing okay. Keep me carbon.
Heidi.
That's better.
Get your carbuncle out.
I will. I will get my carbuncle out. I will. I will show it to the world. So I just need to teleport back to where I was. I was doing Aether Currents elsewhere when I played the other day. Trying to get Shadowbringers done. Alas, I have not completed them as of yet. Show us your carbuncle out. Get your carbuncle. Oh, I completely misread that. I'm a bit tired. Wait, show us your carbuncles, love. Wait. No. Your carbuncles out for the lads. Get your carbies out for the lads, I have a candle on my desk and I shouldn't be doing that because I literally will destroy my desk with a lit flame if I'm not careful. I just need to run back to where I were. Bear with. But yeah, my computer decided to shit itself on the same day that Final Fantasy needed a little update. So we're a little bit late, but it's okay. I've eaten. So you won't get a sleepy streamer. Oh no! Just a little squitty shitty. Yeah, I've been in the office today as well, which is why I'm a bit... but it's all good. It's all good. I got the gym in the morning. I got something positive to focus on. So it's all good. So from what I remember, we were trying to get these people in a cave to hand over some ceruleum, I want to say, to the people who are hiding something in a house. Being completely truthful with this. So of course I'm going to help them. And pretend to be shocked that there's someone hiding in a house. I tried to call them out on it with the options that were available to me, but the game let them get away with it. I can't speak. Oh my god. Did a little quiche burp as well. I had quiche for dinner. Did a little quiche burp. So yeah. Alright bot, chill. Chill bot, chill. Here we go. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods of Victor's spoils send you? To turn to enemies for help, they must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Lucinda's got a little sister to think about. A sister, but we only saw Lucinda and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Lucinda at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? So that's who's hiding in there. It's a little girl. I can't for the life of me think why Lucinda would keep her sister a secret from us. We can ask her about it after we deliver the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. For whatever reason, my stomach is really loud. So if you hear it on the microphone, I'm not hungry. It's just loud, man. It's just digesting. It's been like it all day. I don't know what's wrong with it. It is what it is. I'm fine. It's just loud. And I hate it. And I know a microphone picks it up. So it's all good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Majestically, very slowly flying through the tundra. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I promise you I will get my shit together shortly. Yawn yawn. But I hope everyone's had a good day. We'll get there in a moment. My mount is extremely slow, for it has not attuned to anything, or got any speed boosts. I'm new here. This isn't right, it's too quiet. I thought Alpha and I would be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I look inside the house where you search outside, they can't have gone far. Sure, you go in away from the snow. I fully back you with that. I'm just gonna stay outside and die. Ickle. I see another player, but I do not see the people. Unless they fell down the cliff. You fall down the cliff? No, you're okay. Alright. Heidi, why? Oh yeah, their little radio that's permanently on is turned off. What if the sister ate everyone and is a werewolf? That would be my least happy ending because I'd have to deal with a werewolf. I don't have to deal with that. I'm so sorry. I think I had the most cursed playthrough on the quarry. Because I played it in bits, I didn't think my decisions through. And pretty much everyone died. What if she ate everyone because she was really hungry? I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. No, we don't eat our own. Mm-mm. Oh, that music's playing. They asked me to help carry supplies. When I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us, we know. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then you swoop in. Here to help? What rot. All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later, we've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true, Lucinda was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. And you think I'd tell you you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it, so the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or avoid the sound of clinking glass. The beasts are everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, tainted with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. They missed a bit where we gave them stuff to help them. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say Hyacinda and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries and theirs, and I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't expecting that Alphino had been slapped around. I'm not the biggest fan of Alphino, or I wasn't in A Realm Reborn. But, we don't slap Alphino. Not right now. I think I want to press the the minion button. What we got? Ah, beady eye. Okay. You'll do. 2 sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. It's definitely them. Come on. Would you be more of a fan of Alpha if I told you he was totally packing Schmeat under his arms? No, because Alpha reminds me of like a young boy. I'm afraid, no, that would just give me the ick even more. But thank you for trying. Oh man. He's an aggressive dumb top. No, he's not. Stop it. So I learned healing magic. Stop. No, he's not. He's the kind that make you a cup of tea after. Bless him. Right, now wrong with that. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts. Can you imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice? I never said he neglects the aftercare. Fair. Fair enough. We can redo it with Alphino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Alright, Falmer. Giving me Falmer vibes. Look, a clue! And show me a clue, please. Any clue will do. Blue's Clues. Do you remember Blue's Clues? Used to watch Blue's Clues. Didn't the guy from Blue's Clues get murdered? Am I talking about repressed childhood trauma? Yes, I am. There's a clue. The spirit of blue guided us. Half buried piece of paper. Okay. The wet paper half buried in the snow appears to be a fly for a theatre group, though the run of shows advertised has long since ended. I don't think that was a clue meant for us game, but okay. That Yeti just did big yawn. Big yawn. Big yawn. You're on the edge of glory. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I thought that was a clue, but it's not. It's one of those sparky little fucks. Oh, there's a clue. I'm just hating on everything today. Sparky little fuck. Fresh blood! Was it you? Was it you? Did you hurt them? Now you must die. In the name of Skyrim, you must die. There we go. I did that for that chicken I kicked once. Deserved it. Never mind. The victim saying this noise seems to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastward. Southeastward. This way. That I see beyond yonder, is that a body? It is. I found them. Wait, where's your sister? Oh, they're both dead. Oh, that's kind of sad. That's sad. We could have been the best of friends. The two bodies are already cold. Oh. They are dead. Oh god, they've been slashed and hacked. Oh, that's horrible. Why? Why did they have to die? Looks like, okay, I suppose there's no solving this one. I will get revenge. I've sworn revenge about 50 times in this game. I will get revenge.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No. Why? Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold. I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Why is Comfy Game sad? Why has Comfy Game made me sad? That was a real kick in the balls. I'm not gonna lie. Well, the stream can't get any worse. Liv's gonna be getting slapped with all this soon enough. She's so close to Endwalker. Genuinely hurts a little bit. Because we have the best intentions. But sometimes the best intentions get you killed. I will hydrate. I don't have a glass, so I'm going to have to be classy and drink from a bottle. Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, no. Don't look. Ladies don't drink from bottles. That's what they tell me growing up. That's what they tell me. Now close that blind as well. Anywho, back to the emotional damage. There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? Probably because they ran away from us. Yes. We are completely to blame for this. But at least we leveled up. Sucks to be them because I leveled up. Fuck's sake. We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. And for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. And all we can do now is make our report to the seer and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. Now the beady eye kind of feels fucked up. I need to change my minion. Damn, look at you leveling up by killing guardians. They didn't die by my hand. Just my actions. So let's think here no more. Come. So I see we fuck shit up and then we leave. I get it. Okay. Minion. BDR, you were kind of fucked up. You're not much better. Creepy girl doll. Fucking hell. I thought it was a spectre of death, but it's not. It's another character. It's another player. Heidi insults entire storyline and people on her stream. I thought you were the spectre of death. Also, hi. I almost cried. That was almost my first teary tears of Endwalker, but I sucked him back in. But almost cried. Oh look, it's the curses from Jujutsu Kaisen. Hey curse bitches. How you doing? We're back soon, put chicken little to bed, then gonna put some coffee on and get myself set up for the evening. Don't worry, there are still plenty of moments. In Endwalker they'll get those tears rolling. Cheers and thank you for the lurk. I look forward to crying. Shadowbringer's total was like 5. It's gotta beat 5. I can't remember how many times I cried in Heaven's Ward, but then I was not in my right mind when I played it, so it's just fine. We can't count Heaven's Ward. Stormblood, maybe a few times. I don't want to yawn. I wish to be wide awake. How are we going to explain to Lucia how bad we just fucked up? There's a very specific scene which really got to me when I first watched it. I rewatched it, looking forward to seeing it. Do you really want to see me cry? Do you really want to hurt me? The answer is yes. Right, how are we going to explain how bad we just fucked up? It wasn't me, it was Alphino. Just blame Alphino. Alistair and Alphino told me they finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrained from saying much more than that. Clearly they're reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Yeah, we fucked up, no comment. Wow. Wow.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events of the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the 3rd Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the 1st Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varys giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you. A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
I'm going with you. What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves? We'll go with the mother line.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Well then. I found myself in a very comfy position now. But my foot became untouched from my blanket and it annoyed me quite a bit during that cutscene. Okay. You'll be received as invited guests, so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return makes precedence over all else, remember that. Thancred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Are you and the children ready? I'll explain the route once we're outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Right, which way are we going? Ba, 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 ba. Wait. Oh, he had to spawn. Okay. An Alphino and Alize. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill and then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead, I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alize and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Away. Away, where have I heard that before? No matter, Alphino and Alize will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you ever think about going for a weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we'll go around them. Okay. Ready to make a dash for the station? Yeah. Let's go. My carbuncle's not doing a very good job of keeping up. I'm not gonna lie. Just waiting for someone to jump out and fuck us up, I'm not gonna lie. It's a false sense of security. My front doorbell decided to give me a jump scare there. Do, do, do. Going into that doorway? Oh no. Can't target you for some reason. There we go. We did it. Yay. This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. It looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers, and since it appears you've kept your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Alright, I'm gonna sit up, because my feet hurt. And get comfy for like 30 seconds, and I have to move again. Oh my god, sorry. The microphone, I'm sorry. Okay. Feet in blanket, there we go. Life is good. Okay. North of the station is Rego Demorium, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the street in packs, so tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off, understood? Am I equipped that weapon you just gave me? Or whatever you just gave me, actually. Oh, it's feet gear. Gave me some fancy shoes. Interesting. Bear with me 2 seconds. Do, 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 do. Okie dokie. Alright. Okay. Alright. I think we're okay. I saw an error message on my computer, but I think we're good. Just gonna close this. Not that you can see what I'm closing. Just to give the computer a bit more of a chance. Okay. From here we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye, they spared their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chance of being sneaky by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I'll lead the way, but in the event we're seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they'd be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I would not take the chance. With that said, let us proceed. I won't stab anyone that was guiding me, because then I'd be lost. These things look like Pokemon on steroids. I don't like it. Oh, there we go. I see why your comrades chose you. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted or the tempered, as we call them. Your people need to be taken into custody so we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For honour, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. No. Not today, Pokemon. Trotun. Trotun? Whatever the fuck. Just leave me alone. There we go. Look at that, we're under attack again. Looks like we're not being followed. We'll continue onward. Oh, it's like directly there. I meant why I said these people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of desire to remain undiscovered. And that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Where are we going? We're going to the actual place. Go Julian to defeat the Temple soldiers. But where is Julian? Oh, we are going to the Aetherite, okay. That's cool. I think I always like not to be able to fly until I go on to new expansions and I'm like, wow, I miss flying everywhere. It feels like such a novelty when I'm doing like end of game stuff. Ooh, these guys are a little slightly creepier looking. I think I'm under attack, but there's no enemies. Whoa, game. I was gonna say, that's not really fair. That's an Imperial? What happened, dude? Look what they've become. Would you stand there and still claim that they can be cured? They did have tentacles. Those exposed to vast quantity of a primal's aether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now you have seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you'll think twice before speaking of a cure. Oh, we're going beyond the Aetherite. Fair enough. To be fair, it does look like it's underground. I wonder how you get there. Even the plants look evil. I chatted shit about them and they struck me. Whoa. We're almost there. You've kept your side of the agreement, so I'll keep mine. This way. love the way the quests even get bored. Speak with him yet again. Oh, is that how you get in? This is Trorium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. This better not be a trap, sir. I do not respond well to traps. There's a lot of sad people here. Can I attune to the aetherite? Everyone has this really cool mount and I want it so bad. The aetherite is not responding. Oh, okay. I guess no aetherite for me. Oh, it's got like a little kitty face on it. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it'll be a constant struggle to keep the people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is on the locomotive over there. I think it'd be pretty cool to live in a train. Or do like a cross-continent trip on a train. Just a random thought that came into my head.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment. But there is one condition. Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest of nights, meagre though it may be, we share a warmth of our fire. We must share the warmth of our fire. I like that one. Oh. I remember you.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
So my friends will get a shock if I if I step out of line. It's tempting to step out of line, just for that reason. I'm kidding. We will make sure we don't show them up. As per Lord Quintus' instructions, I'm to supervise you during your time here in Terrarium. Before I ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars, nor would I tell you if I did, and if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak to the others, or was that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey the Lord, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision? Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries, understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation. And above all else, don't use magics of any sort. What if I wanna? Does that mean I gotta put my carbuncle away? You, on the other hand, may go wherever so you wish, even outside the camp. I full well know I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alphino and Alizé will pay the price. I still can't use the oath right. But I swear it's got a little face. But I can't zoom out enough. But I swear it has a little face when I looked at it. Let's see if I... Or maybe there is a chance I'm going mad. No, it does have a little face. Oh, it's like a... It looks like a face, but it's not actually a face. It's you, a Wayhide. I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I can do Roman numerals. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends, swept them aside in their dozens as though they were nothing to you. Maybe I am too, just a faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return. Until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. Cool. Joke's on you. I want to be punished. So cold. A young soldier is on the verge of losing consciousness. I can't use magic to help you, buddy. It's part of the deal. I know who you are. You're the so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face by the blood of our fallen compatriots. I swear I'll... Damn. To all the stitches. Of all the times, the worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for all the third bleeding us, would be the end of you. Figilla's treachery nearly cost the Lord his life. We made our escape. Took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded, prepared to strike back, and then... Night fell and we gathered around the radio. Then the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this a mercy. Mind intact but body broken. A soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. Not feeling good about my life choices right now. They made me. The radio is the same model as the one used at Victor's spoils. Perhaps this is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. It does seem like a common thread. You came with Julius, did you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you best keep your hands off that aephorite. It's deactivated, but rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans, for Garleans. Could teleport in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aephorite's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. Okay. What if I was to unplug it and use it to teleport out of here? Alizé and Alphino probably pay the price, let's be honest. Did you learn anything of note? Then you'll find it a consistence with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and the injured are at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realise there's precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Let's just kill them all. What? Please, will you help me tend to them? We're not allowed to use magic, Alpha. No. How do you think I tend to people? I use magic. Maybe he wants to get shocked. Who knows? Person non grata is what the mission's called. That's cool. Who's there? My eyes. I can't see all that well. Ah, thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. But I know it won't last much longer. You should look on the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If it means me going hungry, it means someone else lives and to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. No, Flavius. We're going to feed you and you're going to enjoy it. And you're going to live... You're going to be old. Die in a nice warm bed surrounded by your babies. Or whatever they say in Titanic. So those you met fare no better? I was afraid you'd say that. I know we're warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingents deliver supplies. Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognise they're not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him. Maybe we need to persuade Julius first. Julius, you want food or no? I'll run it out in the snow and get it for you. How about that? Be like Deliveroo, but Final Fantasy. Well, seen enough? Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from the nearby houses, as most families keep kept rather stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting is dangerous work. We've got a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is a greater concern, though. We've had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We notified the culprit, but it could be other refugees, one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are going to get worse instead of better. If it's really we need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over. No? We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Aye, everything will change. One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Those mysterious countrymen of yours, I assume. Your comrade mentioned something along those lines. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telophori. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. When we identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realised Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th Legion saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions to prepare for a combined assault on the Telophori. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills, and we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish before reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we'll bring you ceruleum. Alphino's just standing up now. I will speak with the Lord. So, did he agree to it? No. No, he will not place Garlemald in the debt of her enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside, and as you are under my watch, you will come with me. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You're a lot more trouble than you're worth. Once we're outside, you must follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. You just take those collars off, my friends, please. Please, sir. Ooh, we're gonna get a headgear. No, handgear. We'll begin our search for ceruleum in Rego Urbum Ismissa. Our first location is Forum Solace, a park to the northwest of the station. You are to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. I'm sorry, what is in the corner of my eye? I thought I saw a really cool mount at the corner of my eye, but I couldn't turn the camera, and that makes me sad. I think I just choked on my own spit a little bit. That's grim. I apologise. Sorry, guys. Kinda just came out out of nowhere. So can they seal this thing for safety or not? Or no? I imagine they must be able to. Just seeing how they keep it from being bitterly cold, but there's no like door up there. Oh, there's an aether current up there. Yeah, let's go get the aether current. Fuck everything else. I need me an aether current. Saves me a job when we've completed Endwalker. Or got up to date with, because obviously Endwalker is still going. In fact, a new patch came on today, and it's like... That was what the update was about. One of the reasons the stream was delayed. The other reason is that my computer had to completely restart and it took ages to reload. So, this is a park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were built later around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialise. This park was named after the founding father of the empire, the great Solus Zos Galvus. Do we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armour? No, I've already drained it. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But our ceruleum has been stolen. We must scour the city for every last drop. While I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time in case something had been overlooked. I see them. With your permission, we will commence the search. I feel like it'd just be easy to like accidentally leave some on the floor and be like, oh look, I found some. Take it. Shop counter. They're rather small by Gallian standards. The structure is reminiscent of a merchant store. Perhaps it's built for the children to play as shopkeeper. There is nothing resembling Magitech or any of the devices that would be filled by ceruleum. Can't we just kill some of these ones that are alive and drain them? No. A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum, just as Julius said. Children's slide. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. Yeah, but it's the imagination of the thing. It could be anything it wants to be with a child's imagination. A beautiful thing. It's very sad. Even if this is the enemy's home, it's sad. Oh, we found. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Solace. The pond, the children's play areas, to your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. Julius, I came up with Bupkis. I'm so sorry I failed you. Oh, it's you. Any luck? There's no sign of any ceruleum. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help but noticing you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes, I mean, no, It's just, I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over, so like all the other children they'd wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. Would be sopping wet when all was said and done, every time. And every time we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated? With a cerulean-powered heater, by any chance? I suppose it must have been, come to think of it. I remember seeing an engineer changing a tank beneath a hatch. That was a long time ago and the water still flowed clear and it wasn't this brackish muck. We can't see a thing and I can't remember where the hatch might have been. I guess it's where my powers will come in handy. With the machinery most broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's unbearably cold though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Guardian would jump out of their skin if they saw it, but the first has a few foreign siniferi and medici, so it doesn't scare me. I take you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphanos, you have a knack for finding dry wood, won't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of fear fire should do the trick. Leave it to me. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. The tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake like how tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park. We have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. So, fancy a dip? A little friendly competition might make things interesting. Yeah, let's go for that one. Last one to find ceruleum tank is a rotten egg, though I dare say we'll both smell like rotten eggs when this is over. Oh no, not Tattero's new cloak. No. Oh. Okay. Grim. Delve into the murky water but come up empty-handed. Add injury to insult. The icy wind on your damp clothing gives you a chill to the bone. Oh no. Means I can't be healed for a bit, I think. Oh no, I'm thinking of Baldur's Gate. Delve into murky water but come up empty-handed and you get chilled to the bone. Beneath the water, your fingers catching what you might think might be a handle. You open the hatch and retrieve the tank. And you freeze to death. However, your grand discovery comes at great personal cost. You become acutely aware of the freezing cold and the rancid odour emanating from every ilm of your body. Julius will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose. Shut it when you deliver him your prize. Well, it is what it is, unfortunately. I stink, buddy. But I got you your thing. Oh, my slippers are sodden through. Did you find anything? I hope you did. That's it. There's still some ceruleum left. And the fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alphonse a hand. call me an Ilderan because by fire I am reborn and my clothes are mostly dry now. I appreciate you recovering the Cillian, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in the Lord's eyes you're still envoys deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch, you'd be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming up with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did, not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. We live well, better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking your coat off and sitting down for a hot meal with family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song, of happiness. And although the summers came and went too quickly, in that brief respite the ice would melt and the forgotten grass made its triumphant return. Grey cloud gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we climbed to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again, those rooftops of rubble, those friends dead and those memories. If I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had. Oh, excuse my stomach. Soon our chance will come and we'll need to hold on a little longer. That's sad. Alright, let's see what gloves we got. I'm gonna guess that it's not as good as what we've already got, but... Oh, okay. Alright, now you've recovered from your escapades in the pond. There's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park. Just outside the park, he says. Now, piss off. Hey, you got any ceruleum, buddy? We need ceruleum. We need to drain you. As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from less damaged units, those that look a little bit more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, that time being now. Rather than prise them apart piece by piece, it'd be easier to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll be able to gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by this device is relatively weak, I would advise you stand well clear before avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering though, you should check the machina's ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. I get to blow stuff up, this is a great day. Understood, let's get to work. Oh shit. This one is empty. So if it's empty, what's the use to destroy? Be broken, giving you no. Okay, we'll use this one. It says we don't know. Whoa. Ah, it's empty. Damn. Bum, 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 bum. We'll take a chance. We'll take a chance. We may have to go get more bombs, though. We'll take a chance. This one doesn't have a gauge. It's empty. Right, we need to go get some, Sir, I need more bombs. I'm so sorry. I wasted them. Thank you. Wait, was it say if the gauge is depleted? So I just need to reread what he said. Oh no. I blanked what he said. I misread it, I mean. That is a big boy over there, that big boy sword. Ooh. It's half full or half empty depending on one's perspective. Said either way, Julius will be pleased. More explosives. Wait, is that what I think it is? You've done it. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alizé and Alphino are faring. Oh, I just gotta wait here. Okay, as long as that big thing with the sword doesn't come for me, I'm all good. I'm all good. Just waiting for the are you though? Yeah, I'm good.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we? Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen. After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything. The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise. This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile. It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
What?
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
What?
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question. Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Alizé are to stay here, as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Do as he says. Everything will be alright. Have faith. Do as he says.
Get them out of here.
Oh dear. Alpha knows that Alizé will be fine, providing they do not resist. You will accompany me back to your camp, where I'll meet with your leader and present the Lord's demands. However, before we depart, there's something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionnaires Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Then tell them to ask the Eel for further instructions in those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Okay. Oh, these are people that threatened to do me in. Okay. I remember. You again. Ask the Eel, he said. So that's to be the way of it after all this. How ironic you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it, for the glory of Garlemald. What did I just tell him to do? Oh god. How come they can attune but I can't? What do you want with me? Asked the Eel, so Lord Quintus has reached a decision? I knew he would understand. I knew they'd recognise the savage as a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him we must too be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varys, to the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfil my duty. Did I just tell these people to do something stupid? I don't want to deal with that, if that is true. So there's a hunt around here. Just look at the chat. Everyone wants to meet up. Oh, Julius, what did you make me do? Have you done as instructed? The duties involve more than transportation of supplies, don't they? Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though. Whether we will continue to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter, a place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. This is weird. I don't like it. Okay, where are we going? Into the undiscovered lands, apparently. I don't like the noises those slashers make when they walk. Ah, fuck. They saw me anyway. Trying not to aggro everything I see, but it's not going well for me right now. Leave me alone. Stop following me. I'm a small cat girl. Leave me alone. Thank you very much. He lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. Wait here? Sure, I got no other choice. He's got my friends with shock collars. Ain't got no choice.
This is my home. Our home. At least it was, until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family who did not own a radio were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to. I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised. The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center, the blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
It's so cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people, one race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos. Searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics, to see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alice.
The scouts have secured Alizé and Alfino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Ambush!
More are coming! Make ready!
We, the loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return!
Stop! Both of you! This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Well then, it's the second time today in stream I've felt sad. But Boots is here, so that's something. Much more occurred since we last met. As for determining what comes next, I must speak with the Lord. You can't, Lucia. I don't want to ruin it for you, but you can't. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Now I looked it up, we're very near a dungeon, everybody, so when we get to the dungeon, we will stop. And I'll do it on Sunday first thing. We're preparing for war while the refugees and their cares were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we are to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. But perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave for the time being, but I'll take what I can get. Alphino, Alize and the scouts will be sent to extradite them for they're ready at the station. I should also have other comrades in the field lend their support should it be needed. It's a giant fat chocobo and I love it. Understood. Talk about really dark stuff and then you just see a fat chocobo just run across the screen. Like I love it. Where are we going? Alize, identify yourself. Oh, you're all the way over there, okay. Let's see what I got. I got Fat Cat. This game is totally unserious.
Hello, Boots. You okay?
Rubbing a stank on my chair. Right, Boots, I'm gonna go one-handed, okay? There we go. Now I can pet you and play the game. Look at that, top cat. As long as I don't run into a wall, we're all good. Do you want to come and sit on my lap, Boots? Break the habit of a lifetime and actually sit on my lap. That would be lovely. Boots isn't a cat for sitting. Boots is a cat for maybe laying on you when you're asleep. But that's it. Boots does not sit. Not like his brother who, any excuse and he sits on you. But I feel like it's about the right time to end the stream anyway because I apologise for being so low energy today. Office days, because they're an early start, and I have to concentrate a lot at the moment at work. I'm just low energy. But on Friday we won't be, because it'll be my weekend. I've actually got a 2-day weekend and I'm really excited. And we got Baldur's Gate on Friday. Saturday we've got more Baldur's Gate. Sunday we've got a bit of a special stream. We've got Final Fantasy XIV and 5 dates we'll be featuring at the end of the stream to celebrate a milestone. So I'm excited. And I'm seeing The Nightmare Before Christmas at the cinema on Sunday and I'm excited for that as well. So excited that these things targeting me cannot bring me down. They can hit me with their sleep volley all they want, they cannot bring me down. Ba 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 ba. Is she outside? Oh, she is. What are you saying, Alizé? Oh wait, and Julius. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties, then he was alone and he... No, he wouldn't. Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have this moment just spoken with Lucia. We're ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die. But most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees and have them decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It could be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see that they reach our camp safely. That was heavy. So I think it's the mission after this one, maybe, where the dungeon comes into play. New minion. Capybara. Capybara makes everybody happy. There we go. Let's cheer up the people with my capybara. It'll be fine. Now can I tune to the Aetherite? It would be cool if yes. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see him again, I'll take it. So take me with you, please. Well, got the Aetherite sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in later room is functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Does that mean I can... Yeah, we can attune. I know it's quite sad right now, but you have to take the victories where you can get them. Oh yeah, what about this person in here that was going to give up their food? Oh, I see, the one who treated me with such kindness. I've heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us, not that makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while the words start to lose their meaning and all you're left with is anger, fear and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'll be glad to accept. Of course. Carbuncle, get off that person. They're trying to rest. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Where is Alphino? He was in here. Oh, the blood splat's there. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass. We'd like to talk. Start again. We'd hope to talk about with Quintus. But all that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are there any refugees who are willing to come to our camp? Thank the 12. Thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempers skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of elements and friends. I'll save it for the tempered though. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Come on, my capybara. Come on, carbuncle. We got work to do. Oh, they're not too bad. They're not too bad. Guessing these are the ones for the 8th occurrence. But we haven't finished Shadowbringer's 8th occurrence yet, so we gotta do that. Alright, we're outside. So the first one is there. I know they said that Endwalker was emotional damage. But genuinely, my heartstrings are being played on this stream. If that's the right way to put it. They're being played with, being played on. The start with the two sisters, that was horrible. They really aren't messing around. Man, I wish I could fly. I ain't gonna hurt you if you don't gonna hurt me. I ain't gonna hurt you, dear, if you ain't gonna hurt me. There's no need to come after me right now, is there? There we go. Thank you. Besides, I gotta clear this shit out. You don't want to attack me right now. Okay. Oh, there's one's popping out the ground. Okay. This one is just down here. Capable of binding the regular of opponents. Was I meant to be using this? Well, it gave me 1 out of 4 and I didn't use it, so hopefully I don't need to use it. So I've just noticed it over here. Why am I interrupted? Oh. I do need to use the Conqueror's Chain. Okay. I was just trying to blast him to the next realm and it wasn't allowing me. Mm. Please don't jump on me, sir. What did I just say? What did I just say? Alright, knock off Pokemon. Leave me alone. Thank you. Just insult them politely, I'll be fine. You see no threats on the path ahead? What? Okay. Oh, it's raining. What's that there? Don't think that's my destination. Is that another player? Oh, it's another player. So I see someone on a chocobo. Who are you? Who are you? Go away, Mr. Ram. Thank you. Whoa, the Phoenix is blinding me right now. Tell I'm tired. Oh, fuck, okay. You just stay over there. I'm a Derby fan, you can't hurt me. I think this is the last one. Let me have a little look-see. The quest list is your friend. Okay, if we're gonna charge at someone, let's not charge at me. So there's one more. Strange bedfellows in from the cold, gateway to the gods. So what we may do is we may... Oh, can you just leave me alone for like 5 seconds, please? Let me finish your thought. Thank you. We'll turn this quest in and then we'll end the stream. And then we'll do, on Sunday, the quest just before the dungeon, then we'll do the dungeon. But Sunday's gonna be a fun stream. We can do a bit of dating sim. It's gonna be fun. Thancred. 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 Where for art thou, Thancred? I must have just ran like straight past him being chased by that fucking ram. He did nothing. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The temper proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies can take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm going to gather a few supplies and return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first and all that. Thanks for help with the ram, buddy. Appreciate you. It's like that TikTok sound where it's like, she didn't do fuck all. Thanks for your white saving, really hard work. And then she's just like, you ain't done fuck all, mate. Right. So, better than the start of the stream, I didn't accidentally murder 2 people this time. But a guy is dead. It had nothing to do with me. Ah, I was informed of the suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What the refugees, I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I'll hear your first-hand account. People just keep dying. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate the situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops are participating in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugee. Perfidly not... What the fuck? perfectly notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We'll tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and following his suicide, they're offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quentus thought that he had lived, Perhaps Quentus thought that had he lived, he would have tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, unlike any of the others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I do not know the man or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and if forced, was to clean up the mess. And that's where we'll leave it. We will go and do a dungeon and hopefully clear everything first time. But it's unlikely. But for now, thank you everyone that's been here. I have to finish now because I have gym in the morning. So it's a 5 AM start. Very tired. Much tired, yes. But we'll be back Friday. It'll be fun. So, just seeing who's live. My brain didn't stop working this time. So no one is no one is playing Final Fantasy XIV apart from Chicken Pet, who is playing through Heaven's Ward. So there'll be no spoilers if you're following Endwalker on this channel. So go raid Chicken Pet. Heaven's Ward is actually my favourite expansion. Like, it helped me through a really tough time. So I have a very special place in my heart for it. There's a wall back here that when the new camera is done, you'll see when it's all sorted, and it's going to have a Heaven's Ward poster on it because it's like one of my favourite games of all time. So, I'm going to go raid Chicken Pet. Make sure you go say hi. Chicken Pet's already lurking in this chat, so Chicken Pet, say hello to Chicken Pet. And I will see you all Friday for some Baldur's Gate where we're going to go and smash some tentacles and kill some brains. So I'll see you later. Bye.